Hey everybody, so I'm supposed to be working right now, but my computer didn't get the memo. So while I'm waiting for something to be fixed, I figured let's do an unboxing. In fact, you know what? I'm going to do you one better. We'll do a double unboxing. Want to see what I've got? Let's go for it. Hello all my friends out there in YouTube land, it is your good buddy Philtastic Phil here, and I would like to welcome you back to my channel. So just as I said in the introduction to this video, I'm supposed to be working right now. Today was supposed to be my first day back from paternity leave. Unfortunately, my computer is not working, and I've been in touch with my IT department several times to get it working, and they've assured me that somebody is working on it. But it's been a couple hours now, and I'm just watching the little wheel spin and spin and spin. So I figured, why not shoot a video and at least kind of get this out of the way while we're doing this. So for you, I have a double unboxing today. That's right. Two items, or two packages rather. The first is going to be my CGC George Perez submission. As you know, or as you may know, George Perez unfortunately was not healthy enough to actually sign the books, but CGC went ahead and offered really anybody who sent it in a couple different options, and I opted just to have it graded with the George Perez label, and they made it a little bit cheaper, and they also were donating the proceeds anyway to his charity. So I figured, look, it all works out, and you know, it sucks, but I can understand, especially given the circumstance. He wasn't healthy enough to complete it, so I figured why not. So I'm going to open this up and I'll show you. And if you remember, on the last video, or the video I packaged this in, packaged the submission in, which if you haven't seen, I'll put a link. Whoop, almost dropped it. I'll put a link in the description of this video. That's the one where I showed you how to make window bags. I showed one on camera, and I hinted that I was sending a second comic in rather. So you will finally get to see what that item is and see what the grades came back at. I expect them to be high grades. They were both more, I wouldn't say modern, but recent books, and they both look like they were in good shape. And if you haven't watched that video yet, as I said, I'm going to put a link in the description. Go ahead and check it out. CGC packed this a lot tighter than usual. As you can see, I'm struggling a little bit with it, but here we are. Okay, so I am going to go with the one you saw first. Okay. Okay, so this was, if you recall, Marvel Fanfare number 10, a very cool Black Widow. Let me get rid of the plastic here, so help reduce the glare. This is at a 9.6 white pages. Oh, you get the glare from my camera, but phone rather, or both. Let me see if I get it closer. Nope, that makes it worse. Cool cover. Yeah, I would have loved to see the signature, but it is what it is. And there's that George Perez label. So yeah, again, it sucks that I couldn't get it signed, but at least, you know, the money is still going towards the Hero Initiative. I believe that was the charity it was for. So it's still going towards a good cause. And you know me, any opportunity where I feel like we could apply some of that real world goodness, apply rather some of that comic book heroic goodness to a real world issue, I'm all for. So this is the one that I did not show on camera, and this one would have looked awesome signed. It's also a 9.6, still a good copy. Avengers JLA, I picked number 4, which is in my head, again, I'm just trying to arc it to reduce the glare here. JLA Avengers #4. Very cool classic Perez cover of Superman holding Cap's shield and Thor's hammer. And again, this is at a 9.6. Yeah, it would have looked great signed as well. But I've got that George Perez label. So, you know, at least it's something. And again, the focus, or the main focus, the thing I'm focusing on, is that the proceeds are still going towards a good cause. The next item I have here, it's not from eBay. It's just this tape that they used. This is actually a comic from Kickstarter I bought about a year ago. I don't typically look for comics on Kickstarter. This particular comic drew my interest when I saw the creators appear on Reggie Collects. Oh, styrofoam. Oh well. I hate styrofoam, but you guys know that if you've watched it before, and if you don't, now you know. Anyway, the two of the creators appeared on Reggie's Wednesday show, I believe. That's usually when he has guests, if I'm not mistaken. And one of them, I think the guy's name was Jermaine, was just such a great salesman, gave just such a great pitch that I couldn't say no. And it was kind of funny because he as soon as I saw him, and I'll put up a picture and post, do a little bit of YouTube magic, I guess. The first thought I had is this guy looks exactly like Jamie Braddock, you know, Captain Britain and Psylocke's, or Betsy Braddock's other brother, the one that's a little crazy, who actually was one of the few things I liked about Teenie Howard's Excalibur run. But enough on that. So this was so the book, to be honest with you, supposedly it shipped at the beginning of the year. I didn't receive it, and I still get all like the Kickstarter updates about the project and everything. And I reached out to the Kickstarter, and I have to say they were very, very responsive, and got a new shipment out to me, and I even emailed them just to confirm, hey, I received it. So this is based on a comic, again, I have not read. And to be honest with you, I'll say this too. This Kickstarter was a little confusing for me because there was really just one item I wanted, but they had different add-ons and whatnot, so I kind of don't know fully what I have here. So this is new to me as well. So this is from Stranger Comics, and I will, you know what I'll do? I'm going to just go through each item individually. So the story that they talked about, and they did send me a digital book to read as well. I haven't gotten around to doing it yet. It sounded more like a fantasy type of story. You know, maybe something like you'd read out of Monstrous or whatnot. And I do love Monstrous. Like I said, there were two things that really made me jump on this. The first was, again, the Jermaine, I think is his name again, his presentation. And the second, I'll show you in a moment. But first, this includes a bookmark. One says Essence Runes of Asunda, and the other side says Spirit Runes of Asunda. I guess it's like their own little language, kind of like how the X-Men have Krakoa, or Krakoan, which makes me think, why didn't Marvel just, for all like the little free things they give, I remember they gave out Krakoan seeds, why not just give out something like this? I don't know. Anyway, there's also a set of collector cards, it looks like, and I guess these are some of the main characters from the series. The artwork's pretty good on it. Again, I guess this is some sort of a card game it's associated with, because it has different attributes on it, like strength and power and combat. So here's, I think, the main character, Niobe. Nice illustration. Nunca. I mean, look, if you've been watching any of my videos, you know that I butcher names like it's nobody's business. Kind of, if I go like this, does it look like my head's on the guy's body? Like his head is on my body? I don't know. Just goofing around. It's not, I don't know. I'm just going to show these and try not to pronounce the names. This one is cool. Looks like kind of Jay Lee-ish. And I think Jay Lee's done a couple of the covers. Yeah, so I'm going to just... This one looks scary. Delgoth. It kind of reminds me of... if you've seen the film... What was I just thinking of? Hellboy, the first creature, the first Hellboy with Ron Perlman, that first creature he encounters at the beginning. Okay, so then here is this is like a card. So you want to go to Stranger World Comics, take 20% off anything using this code. Limit to one use only, so I'm not going to be sharing that code. But very cool David Mack piece. That's a big hint, I guess you could say, is why I got this, because if you've watched the show, then you know I love David Mack's work. I've got that death picture that helped the Ukrainian relief effort, and I'll link that in here too, just for good measure. This is good. If you want to read Asunda, here's a card that tells you the reading order. I don't anticipate necessarily going back and checking out everything again. I know that they did send me a couple digital books as well, so I have to take a look at that. So here's another David Mack piece. This is, I guess, that main character, Niobe. Very cool. I love his work. I really have to make a... excuse me. Usually, I really have to make an effort to see on YouTube if he has like one of those step-by-step things or how he does his work. It's just one of my favorites. I do remember this one. I don't know who the artist is off the top of my head. This is supposed to be like a Lauryn Hill throwback. Very cool. I think this is the same artist. Yeah, looking at the signature. Very cool. I guess this was an acrylic painting. Very nicely done. And there's a mark on the back of this, but that's okay. Another David Mack piece. Amazing. Oof. Okay. So let me get to the books here. Okay. And this is a book. It looks like Jay Lee artwork on this. Vampire Hunter D. I'm familiar with that name, but not necessarily the story. I think I remember that. Was that like a Super Nintendo game back in the day? If you know, just leave a comment. Was it an anime? I don't really watch anime or anything like that, so I can't really attest to it. Here is a copy of Niobe and Dora, and it looks like it's signed. I don't remember by whom. And I'll focus in on those signatures here too. I'm assuming, of course, that they're the creators. Again, I do apologize. I know that there is a lot of glare showing on the books, but this is what we got. Here is a black and white copy. Again, Stranger Comics, Niobe and Dora #1. And that's signed as well. This is a signed, I don't know what comic this is, but I'm assuming it's Niobe and Dora as well. Very cool artwork on this. I really like if you have a chance to look at this, maybe see if I could focus in without getting, yeah, I can't get it without looking at the glare. Very painterly, you see the brush strokes. Very, very cool, and it is signed actually. It kind of gets a little bit lost. I don't know if you could see in her top. I don't know if that's a tunic or what it's called, but very cool. Okay, and these are the pieces that I really was looking forward to, that I wanted. These are 3 issues. Again, I think this is the same thing. Signed by, it looks like, I'm guessing it's the writers. I don't believe that David Mack signed these, but it's David Mack work. And that's great. I actually think the guy up here, if I remember correctly, from Reggie's, when Reggie had the guest on, I think that's actually the guy Jermaine I've been talking about. And again, I may have his name wrong, but sorry. And another David Mack piece that's signed. Not by David Mack. I don't believe, at least. I'll double check that. Very cool. And another David Mack piece signed as well. So my hat's off to Stranger Comics. You know, like I said, I reached out to them, and they were very quick about not only getting this out to me, but making sure that it got out. And they did send me a little discount code, you know, if I want to place an order in the future. But I'm going to check these books out, and I will let you know how I like the story. I can tell you the artwork alone I'm blown away by. But all in all, I guess it was a good haul, a good unboxing. Some interesting things, don't typically see every day. And yeah, I'm happy with it. And with that, I just want to say thank you again for checking out my channel. I always appreciate you stopping by and doing so. I hope that you enjoyed this video. If you did, of course, please like, subscribe, and share this video so that we can continue to grow. Thank you again for watching. Enjoy the rest of your day. Peace, love, and comics. Take care.